I feel like the alpha male culture should just come to an end. You guys are just fighting for your lives right now. It just needs to stop, bro. Just give in. Y'all not winning this shit. Welcome back and thanks for chilling with your boy again. Today, though, we're gonna be doing a reaction, and it's gonna be on that poly couple that I talked about before. It's the poly couple with Sean, Shanice, and Olivia. If you really haven't been keeping updates on that, I haven't. It's just been over my For You page since I did like research and shit on them. That she had left, and she's been dropping videos, and she just dropped a recent one where she exposed Sean. Basically, I seen a clip of it of like she was talking about how Sean made her like kneel on rice. So we're just gonna go through it and watch it today.
Hey lovelies, before we start, I wanted to issue a trigger warning. I understand that many of the things that I experience are relatable or disturbing. I wrote this letter 5 days after leaving my relationship. I encourage you all to watch the full video for context. Please understand I'm creating a safe space for me to release my trauma and continue my healing process in hopes that we can grow together. I am deserving of success and happiness. I am a child of God and He has a plan for me. I am kind and compassionate towards others. I am confident in who I am and what I believe.
This is, oh god, damn, what a way to pause the video. Nah, this is her in her like feminine energy, I guess. I don't know how to feel about the intro and shit. It's tough. I fuck with it, I ain't gonna lie. Just a crazy way to pause the video though. Let's just
Now, this video was supposed to be done ages ago, and I should have done it. But I decided instead to spend some time with my longtime friend of 6 years. I literally just said my farewells before she went on deployment. Not only can I relate because I've been on deployment as well, I wanted someone to be there for. I wanted to be surrounded by people who loved and cared for me. I wanted to have that reassurance that everything was going to be okay. I wanted to know that if I needed anything, that like whomever would always be there.
No, that's true. I just had a friend that just went to the military. I think he's doing like basic training and shit right now. He's not gonna get really deployed. He's gonna be like in the states still. I think it's gonna be in Georgia, but I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, I understand how hard that shit could be. Like you're going somewhere where you have no loved ones around you, so you want to be surrounded by that love one last time before you go somewhere for a very long time where you're not around anybody that you know. Like that's a really scary thing. So I mean, for her to do that, like she's all in the right to do that. She ain't gotta apologize. The fuck she apologizing for? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be so mean about it, but yeah, you ain't gotta apologize about that shit.
Needed to show up. I show up for the people that I love because in reality, I am the person that my inner child always wanted to show up for her. I thought that I was doing something wrong because I wasn't doing what I was supposed to be doing, which is the video. I did have people waiting on me to edit, and the fact that I felt as though I was taking some type of leisure time or that I was being selfish. I realized I've been conditioned to think this way. When I went to Portland and rode a ship down from Portland to San Diego, by the time we got back to the pier, my entire department was waiting on me with welcoming arms. They got on the ship, they made sure I was fed, they got my bags, they escorted me off the ship, they made sure I had a ride, made sure that I made it home safe. They planned a brunch for the next day. And just to have someone to take that initiative to plan something in light of me, just to have someone be there because like they miss me or because I'm back, just to have someone to feel as though someone has your back is amazing. To feel as though you are able to depend on someone is amazing. I guess in a sense I compared that to my deployment. I've never had a moment like that. I've never had someone waiting for me on the pier. I've never had a big uniting moment. I didn't have someone to remember when I was coming back. I didn't have someone to plan something in light of my return. I didn't have that. Just for someone to have the initiative to care for me was just so heartwarming, and I felt as though that same love needed to be given to my friend.
Nah, definitely.
I guess
She's a W friend for that, bro. Oh gosh, she is. That shit is amazing for sure. Like knowing her experience going through the military and getting deployed and coming back, and nobody's like showing her love is scary. I understand where she's coming from with that. Like definitely, if she had to take some time off, then she had to take some time off. But she wasn't taking no leisure time with editors and shit like that, bro. Like, come on now. I feel like if I was a full-time editor, I wouldn't bug when she would get the videos out, because I know if she needs a video to be done, I'll just be waiting on it. You know, do little check-ins for sure, just to make sure we're still planning to do a video if she already like prepaid and shit, of course. But I wouldn't be bugging about like the times and everything unless she has a strict schedule. When she has something out, then I'll be like on her ass and like, hey, if you want it out by this time, then get it out this time. But yo, yeah, she's all good. And might as I say as well, bro, her waist is snatched, bro. What the fuck? Like the first time I seen her, it was just a different look, you know. But hey, I'm glad she's out of this like whole poly relationship thing with Sean and Olivia. I hope Olivia gets out too, bro. I was actually rooting for her from the beginning to get out of that shit, because like you could just tell on her face when she was in it, she didn't want to be in it at all. So like I'm glad she actually speaking up about like what actually happened, and like for leaving at that as well, you know. Like that takes a lot of courage, especially from like a woman perspective, like just feeling like they're trapped. Like I understand like how they could feel like they're always silenced and being trapped, and especially being a black woman at that as well. It's just hard for somebody to just up and say like, oh, I've been physically abused in my relationship, because it's hard for people to believe you, you know, because it's always two sides of a coin.
deep down, I just wanted for somebody to show some initiative for me, to show up for me at some point. Now, what everyone has been waiting for, the letter. Where should we start? Okay. A letter to my love. Things that I wish I said but never did. From our first date in the sky to from our first date in the sky to us moonwalking to
Yeah, shit, editor. I would have took that bitch out. Did you not see how she just repeated her statement twice? I would definitely cut out that first one. Like I understand that it's supposed to show some type of emotion, but through this whole video already, from like the first 4 minutes, you could tell how emotional this video will probably get. Yeah, he didn't have to do all of that, bro. That was a L frame.
midnight on our second date. I felt like I had found the love of my life, the man of my dreams, and I went to work the next day, swoon, telling everybody I had met my future husband. In my eyes, you were ambitious, strong, empowering, and selfless. You were a king, and you deserved a lot more than you were receiving. I witnessed you pour more into others than you ever did yourself. And no matter how many people turned their back on you, it never altered your selfless character. I wanted to be the one to pour into you. With everything and everyone crashing and burning around you, I wanted to be the person that was always there for you, like you showed up for other people. The greatest thing you ever taught me was to never focus on my problems, always solutions. So what would be the greatest amount of good for the greatest amount of people? And for me, my problem was that I was in a relationship with someone that made me feel like I was lonely. And my solution was to leave. You didn't ask for much: communication, respect, and loyalty. My loyalty was given. Even though it was always questioned, it was always given. My respect, I quickly learned, was earned. And in regards to communication, that was built on trust. And I got to a point where I was so vulnerable with you that when we started having trials and tribulations, my walls just started to build back up. wider, thicker, stronger, taller. They were basically made of vibranium. You wanted me to communicate, but continue to create a space where I couldn't communicate. Because you don't want to hear it. When I don't feel
That was. I'm sorry. I'm critiquing the editor's skills because she said that this nigga was on her ass about getting this video out, and he's doing a shit job right now, bro. Just next video, just hire me. I got you. I'll I'll make it very compelling for you. This was not it. I'll cut out some of the background noise of the birds and shit. You know, like just reduce it just a little bit because that shit is overpowering as well. It's nothing wrong with the letter at all. I feel like the letter is fine. I feel like she's actually talking her shit. It's just the process of me watching it. It hurts. That's all.
comfortable speaking to you is because I'm afraid. There used to be a time where we'd never let anger or a disagreement last more than a day. We never normalized withdrawing love and affection until you were able to give your affection elsewhere. And though I was unbothered, I still usually hold my tongue because I was afraid of any type of retaliation. I was failing to be understood.
Damn. So she's talking about him bringing Olivia into the situation now. So she wasn't down from it from the beginning. She was just playing along with it so he could be happy. That's deep, bro. That's fucking deep. Like, that's people pleasing to the extreme, bro, to where you will put your own feelings aside about your own relationship so this man can just do whatever he wants just so you want him to be happy.
Forced to adopt whatever you believed, and always the problem. It was always, do you want to be right or do you want to be together? And I wanted to be together. So I trusted in you that you wouldn't steer me wrong. Being used to getting disappointed, unheard, and retaliation became my new normal, and each time it hurt a lot less. I had to ask myself if I was being strong or if I was going numb. And that is what dissociation feels like. When you use pain as punishment and I feel nothing. When you use sex as retribution.
Pain as punishment and sex as retribution? This guy is shitty. What is pain as punishment?
And make sure that you have an audience. When you hit me and say that you better be glad that it's...
Ho. Ain't no way, bro. No fucking way. She just said he wanted to have a... Let me run that back. I don't want to butcher it.
And that is what dissociation feels like. When you use pain as punishment and I feel nothing. When you use sex as retribution and make sure that you have an audience. When you hit...
So while he was fucking one of them, he made the other one watch? Yo, what the fuck? This is too much to take in.
Me and say that you better be glad that it's not worse after what you did. When you pour rice on the floor...
Go back.
You use
sorry.
pain as punishment and I feel nothing. When you use sex as retribution and make sure that you have an audience. When you hit me and say that you better be glad that it's not worse after what you did.
No, bro. He's a woman beater? I thought he was just a clown, bro. I didn't think he was hitting. Now that's some serious shit. That's some real serious shit. Like, I heard the rice thing. Yes, like that shit hurts. Like the rice on the knees. I heard her say that clip in here, but that was like, I didn't know he was hitting too. Hell nah. He what the fuck is this nigga on, bro? This is getting serious. I feel like now, bro, the police should be getting involved a little bit, bro. Do a wellness check on Olivia or some shit.
When you pour rice on the floor and tell me to kneel in it, as you carry on to cackle with your queen. As I'm bawling my eyes out on the floor. Not to mention making me pick up every single grain.
She closed the book on that one. She said, bro, I'm doing this shit Wheezy style. She closed the book on that one, bro. She didn't have to look. That's how you know this shit is true, bro. She shouldn't have to go through all of that to get to where she's at now, bro. At least she is more successful. At least she is having brand deals and shit on her own, and she doesn't need him. Well, I think she never needed him. Like, that's the whole thing. She never needed him. She was just in that relationship because she wanted to. Like, she was delusional at one point, and she felt like she wanted to, or she had to stay to try to make him better. Like, she never needed him. Let's just keep going.
I felt nothing. Every time I was wrong, and every time I heard, so what are you going to do to make it up for me? You don't ever want to place anyone in a box, but you'll stick me in a penthouse. No matter how many times you ask, how can I be a better man for you? Not once did I ever see a change until I was finally done. When people don't feel heard, they stop talking. And after so long, I didn't have anything to say. But again, I was wrong because I wanted to be together and I entrusted in you to
Yeah,
not steer me
see.
wrong. I always felt as though you desired the fantasy and not the responsibility of a family and a legacy. There's a big difference between wanting a big fat wedding and wanting to be an amazing partner. There's a big difference between wanting to be a Insta mom and wanting to be a mother. So I always questioned why you never understood the difference when I asked, do you want a family because you lacked one growing up, or do you want a family because you desire to be an amazing husband and father?
She's spitting.
I
She's
think
spitting.
it's
She's spitting.
insane that you chastise me for my past experiences and partners, but you're unable to understand or realize that your past is hindering you from loving others.
Yo, what
My
his past got to do
experiences
with
led
this?
me to the way that I love you. I guess I loved you so well that you wanted me to teach your queens how to treat you. And what sense does that make when you're the one choosing the queens for yourself? You
Hold on. It seemed like he's running a pimp ring now. He wanted Shanice to teach all his other queens how to treat him. So basically making Shanice the bottom bitch. That's the term that's used, bro. I ain't calling her a bitch. In pimp terms, she's the bottom bitch, you know? And she teaching all the other lackeys how to treat the man. Why does she have to teach Olivia shit? Olivia is a kid, bro. A kid. Like, y'all don't understand that Olivia is only 20 years old and he's like 30, 31. He got 10 years over her, bro.
learn through your experiences, and some of my experiences you guilt me for. And somehow you want someone inexperienced so they're unable to compare you. You say that I put on the front so that people won't judge me, but you're unable to be honest about why your preferences are the way they are. This isn't to bash you. I thought that I could help you. I thought that I could save you from yourself somehow because I thought that you deserved everything that you dreamed of. I know that you work hard and you spend a lot of time to provide and to sacrifice for your dream, but you flaunt all of those sacrifices as if I haven't made any. When you were struggling, I gave you all of my savings, $7,800. When
Hold on. She doing the math on. I'm grabbing my phone real quick so I could see how much money she actually gave this man. She said 7,800, right?
you were struggling again, even though I hadn't been promoted and I was getting paid dirt cheap, I was still giving you half of my check, as well as providing for your household.
He was going 50-50 and all that talk saying he made like 10,000 in a day. He's a terrible person. How you gonna beat up and torture the woman that's actually helping you out and trying to help you live your dreams so y'all all could be happy? Seemed like a goofy ass nigga to me.
4,000. The joint bank
Oh wait, hold on. She said 4,000. So 78 plus the 4,000, right? We already at $11,800.
account that you just kicked me out of, thank you, 3,000.
$14,800. That ain't cheap. That ain't cheap shit.
I'm sorry. And that's not including 7 days of Christmas, twice. That's not including random gifts and birthday extravaganzas. And you make it seem as though you're the only one making sacrifices. You're making it seem as though you're the only one that cares. Whenever I needed money, it was because I either spent or lent it to you. I gave you everything that I had, and I kept giving and giving again and again and again and again and again. And I gave you all of me and more. because I put you on a pedestal. And all that I received were broken, empty promises. Oh, I was going to do this for you. Oh, I should have bought this for you. Oh, we could have gone to this place. Oh, we would have done this for your birthday.
This is why they never went on vacation. He can't afford it. She basically, I would say, basically with all the birthday extravaganzas and everything that she just totaled up, right now she's at 14. I will give her, she is out of $20,000 and a failed relationship with a broken heart. But you know what? You know what's the best thing? She got her mental stability back. You can't replace that. This here is priceless, bro. At least she got out of there with a good mindset. But like, she's $20,000 down, bro. At least. I say that's the least, 20,000.
Broken promises. Expectations lead to disappointment. It's frustrating to see you choose your queen and have such high expectations for them and them not meet your standards. You continuously come to me complaining about how this may not be a good fit for your selection and how you may get rid of a queen because you feel like you're babysitting. But somehow I'm chastised when you feel as though I'm not treating a queen like an adult. But again,
so he used to get mad at Olivia and he was wanting to kick her out, but he never did it. And he got mad at Shanice because she said she was a fucking kid. Everybody said Olivia is a kid. She shouldn't be there. Everybody says it, bro. So he knows it. I don't know why he's holding on like to that so much.
Learn through our experiences. And I was expecting for someone to be knowledgeable in something and experienced. I'm at fault for my expectations, and I'm even at fault for expressing my sexual boundaries because of your egotistical fantasies. Somehow I'm wrong. Somehow I'm being selfish. And after explaining my sexual boundaries, after reiterating my sexual boundaries, after telling you that I will not engage with anyone, you continue to push regardless of the boundaries that are set. We are never asked what we want. We are never asked what we want to do. We are always told what is happening. And that is it. And if what you wanted wasn't obeyed,
let's put in a whole new perspective on Sean, yo. Like, he is actually a terrible person.
Submissive. You always used to give me this quote and say, you allow what you agree with. The fact that you're able to look me in my face, tell me that you know that you treat me like trash, tell me that you know that you treat me as a punching bag when you are having a rough time in your business, why would I stay? Why would I allow that? After weeks of you asking me to change my mind and trying to prove to me that you've changed, your last words didn't really surprise me. You're weak. You're weak for leaving your family. You're weak for not giving up without a fight. You're a coward. Honestly, I'm weak for not leaving sooner. A friend of mine asked me what I loved about you, what I think you needed in this moment, and what I think you need to remove. In this moment, I think you need peace. Whatever that may look like or feel like for you along that journey, I really hope that you're able to acknowledge and let go of your insecurities and your traumas. Healing is hard, but continuously and desperately trying to hold yourself together is also hard. How did we get here? I truly felt as though your intentions were pure, and I was shown otherwise. I was showing up for everyone else, and not only was no one showing up for me, I wasn't showing up for myself. So instead of my people-pleasing tendencies serving you, I'm choosing me.
That's how you're supposed to do it, bro. Just choose yourself at the end of the day. She been through a lot. I wouldn't say she's not being truthful. I feel like she is. She is really being truthful about her situation because she's the one who left. So for Sean to not get a bad rap, of course he's gonna deny it. That nigga Sean is a terrible person. If half of that shit, not even half, like if 10% of it is true, he's a terrible fucking person. This was a great video. Editing sucked ass though. I'm sorry, the editing was so bad. I'm glad she is out of that situation. I'm glad she is happier. If you like this video, like, subscribe, comment. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. I'm active on all three of those platforms. They'll be in the link down in my description below if you want to follow. Comment down below what you think about this whole situation in this whole video. I just wanted to do this follow-up video because, you know, she dropped this and it went crazy. So like I will see you guys next time. Peace out.